sorry that it's way later than usual. I had to work late at work, and so, yeah. Anyway, I should be live on both Twitch and YouTube today, so if you happen to be a YouTube viewer, welcome. Anyway, oh, I almost forgot about the timer. Let's start that up, and then yeah, there's so much stuff on my screen. I am now supposedly streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, so hopefully that's actually happening. I guess I will check right now. Yep, okay, I'm live on Twitch, and then yeah, okay, cool. I'm also live on YouTube. Awesome. I'm really excited that I was able to figure it out. Maybe you can tell by my voice, but I had a pretty long day at work, and so I had a couple of beers afterwards, so if I sound a little less coherent today, it's because I had a little bit to drink. Now granted, I did eat dinner. I had a nice steak, and I've had some water since then, so I'm probably not that intoxicated, but you know, I figured that I would just be upfront about it. Anyway, we're definitely in for a short stream tonight. It is like yeah. It is already pretty close to the time where I normally go to bed, so I'm guessing it's gonna be about a 2-hour stream, and that's gonna be it, unfortunately. Just because I have work tomorrow, and I would rather get a good night's sleep. And yeah. Not that I wouldn't want to stream, it's just, I don't like being tired at work, so probably just gonna stream for a couple hours. Maybe we get lucky and get Pikachu in that time. Yeah. I'm happy that I was able to figure out dual streaming. We are now on both Twitch and YouTube. And really, the reason I wanted to do this, besides, you know, obviously engaging a bigger fan base, is that I'm pretty sure YouTube will save my VODs infinitely, whereas Twitch has like a 1-week policy type deal, where if you don't have Twitch Prime and you, are just like a normal Twitch user, your VODs only get saved for a week. So, anyway, hopefully I've set everything up right, and we are actually streaming. Yeah, are actually good. I'm pretty sure that it is functioning correctly because I see both streams out. So I think we are on both websites now, which is cool. I wanted to do this from the beginning, but I just hadn't taken the time to set it up. And then I was trying to set it up on my days off, but YouTube has this weird policy where you have to wait like 24 hours before you can stream on their website for some reason. I don't know why. I guess, yeah, they have to verify you or something. I don't really understand. But yeah, I was trying to get that all set up, and now it is. So I think overall we should be good. The multi-track drifting. We are on 2 platforms now, so theoretically double the viewers. I might get a whole 2 viewers now. But yeah, I'm just excited to continue the grind and hopefully end it. But I think maybe like just to make it easier on my sanity, I'm gonna go kind of 50-50 with it. So like maybe one day I'll stream getting Pikachu attempts, and then the next day I'll stream like Slay the Spire or something. Just to kind of prevent me from going insane. Because yeah, staring at Viridian Forest is a little you know, for multiple hours on end can be a little taxing on the old brain. But yeah, I'm excited to know that we are on 2 whole platforms instead of just 1. So that's fun. Hopefully this, I haven't seen anybody message in the chat, but that's, you know, not unexpected given that I only have 1 viewer currently, but hopefully it's set up to where I'm actually seeing all the chat messages. It looks like it is, so I have not used, the app is called restream.io, so I haven't used it until today, so I'm just assuming that it's functioning correctly. But of course, I don't actually know, so it looks like everything's functioning, and we are on both websites, so that seems good. But yeah, I'm just hoping that we get somewhere tonight. Yeah. I feel like I repeat myself every time we do the shiny grind. But it's kind of because there's a lot less to say. I really enjoyed doing Slay the Spire, that one stream, because like it was very easy to commentate. I just, you know, was talking about my plays and stuff and like what was going on hard-wise and kind of how I felt about the run, and it just kind of felt natural. But here I feel like I kind of have to come up with the commentary because there's nothing really going on in the game. We're just sort of doing the same encounters like 50 times over. And so yeah, I think it might be a little easier, you know, if I had somebody to kind of bounce off of. But yeah, I don't know. Not that I'm complaining really. It's just I think maybe I might have chosen a harder piece of content to commentate to begin my streaming career. Career in quotes. I doubt I doubt it will really amount to anything profitable. But maybe that's just the doomer in me. Yeah. I don't know. So far, I've just been enjoying a little something different. The occasional chatter that isn't trying to get me to buy their stuff. It seems like that's the common grift on Twitch is people try to convince you to buy logos and icons and stuff from them. So I've encountered a lot of those people. But yeah, and then there's a bunch of messages like, buy our chatbots, they're the best. And so yeah, but other than that, yeah, I've really been finding it pretty fun to stream something a little different. But yeah, I'll be honest, I am pretty tired. And the beer didn't help. It made me a little more sleepy. I did work 10 hours today as opposed to the usual 8, which is why the stream happened so much later. And then it took me a couple of minutes to figure out this restream thing, so yeah. Overall, it wasn't too complicated. It was just signing into both accounts that took a minute, and making sure it actually functioned as intended. But yeah, I'm excited for the potential of YouTube viewers. Also, at some point, like, I'm gonna actually figure out how to competently edit this stream into something coherent for YouTube. Once I get all the shinies, I think it would be fun to do a video talking about this run. Although it's kind of awkward because I caught shiny Blastoise and Weedle off stream, and so like the beginning of the run is kind of missing context, I guess. But in terms of like a watchable stream, but I guess I could just do a voiceover type thing. But yeah, I think overall, a Pikachu. I think, yeah, overall, I just kind of want to see how long it's actually going to take for this grind to happen. And I think it'll be a little bit easier, like I was saying earlier, if I kind of alternate between this and something like Slay the Spire, or even other games. I can't think of an EverQuest or something. There's a game I heard a bunch of good stuff about. I think it might be called EverQuest. That was like supposed to be, you know, heavily inspired by the Thousand Year Door, the Paper Mario game. And that's one of my favorite games of all time. So I've been meaning to get around to it. But I just haven't. So maybe it would be like a little fun stream game to play when we're not trying to grind out shiny Pikachu. But yeah, I think it would be kind of fun to explore some other content. Not that I'm at all against continuing the shiny grind, it's just a bit tedious. Overall, I really had a lot of fun streaming Slay the Spire over this, but yeah, I think a little bit of both will be fun. I really don't know exactly, you know, what the future of my content exactly looks like. So, I think I'll just play it by ear. Overall, I've just been having a good time streaming. And so, yeah, I just like to keep doing it. Although there's days like today where I am honestly pretty tired. And so the streaming every day idea might have been kind of a bad idea. So far, we haven't had a 12-hour day since deciding I was going to stream every day. But if that happens, I probably just won't stream at all. Because by the time you get home from a 12-hour shift, it's basically time to go to bed. And so if there's ever a day where I'm not streaming, it's probably because I work 12 hours. That being said, I'm going to try and stream every day. Yeah, I think if I had to work 12 hours, it would be pretty miserable to try and stream. After that, only because I would basically lose out on so much sleep, and I would be pretty exhausted after a 12-hour shift. I always am. I've done it plenty of times before. I used to work a different position at my job in production. Wrapping, they called it, where basically that's where the bread got wrapped into a package. And so that job required, I used to work second shift, which was 2 p.m. to 2 in the morning if I worked a 12-hour shift. And so for like 2 years, I worked 12 hours pretty much every day. And occasionally something would go wrong with like the oven or the mixer or something, and so they'd make us come back on Saturday. And so there were plenty of weeks where I worked 68 hours, and so I switched positions because I wanted to be on first shift, which was 6 to 2:30. But there are days like today where I have to work extra, so yeah, I don't know, it is what it is. And then my work's been trying to get me to come in on one of my days off, and so yeah, I really don't like that idea. So I guess for context, I switched to this position at my work, which is like putting the bread into trailers, because they were offering a 4-day week, and I wanted 3 days off. And so just recently they've decided that we don't get 3 days off, that we can only have 2. And so my schedule went from like Monday, Thursday, Friday off to Wednesday, Thursday. And so, yeah, I don't know, it's, they already took one of my days off. And now they're trying to get me to come in on one of my others and work 6 days, and I just, I really have no desire to work 6 days a week. If I could work 0 days a week somehow, I would, but obviously that's not how life works. But yeah, I don't know, yeah. Overall, my job's not that complicated. It's just a lot of manual labor, and so physically it's pretty tiring, but mentally it's not too bad. There's only one of my bosses that I dislike, but honestly he's fine most of the time. So I really don't mind. But yeah, I do have to work overtime occasionally, so that'll be the difference in when I start the stream, basically. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure every job has its overtime. So far, since the switch to 12-hour, or from 4 to 5 days, there hasn't been, you know, that many 12-hour shifts, which is nice, but there are sometimes still 12-hour shifts, and then there's plenty of days where I've had to work 10 hours like this, so... oh, excuse me. I'm not sure that it's actually worth the trade-off of losing a day off. But there's not much I could do about it, and we have a union, and I asked if they could do anything about it, and they were basically like, when the company decides something like this, it's final, and so... Kind of annoying to me that even the union couldn't really do much of anything, so... yeah, I don't know. It's kind of annoying that I just lose a whole day off because the company decided that's how it's gonna be. But it is what it is, I guess. The corporation's rule is the law, unfortunately, in this country. So, yeah, I don't know. Overall, I like my job. It pays the bills. I have pretty good insurance. But, which, yeah, is a whole nother issue. But, yeah, I mean, it's pretty workable, but, yeah. Honestly, the dream would be, you know, that, enough people would watch this, stream that, I could profit, you know, by means other than my job, but, you know, it is what it is. It's, so far I'm just kind of happy to have the ability to stream in the first place. But yeah, I'm excited for the prospect of, yeah, just, yeah, building up a stream community eventually. Having some fun. But yeah, I feel like I say this every time, but I really want to get to the meat and potatoes of the game, which is going to take forever because we still have to get shiny Pikachu, and then yeah, already committed to getting shiny Nidoran male, which is on the next route, so it's kind of gonna be a while before we are gonna really get anywhere. Holy 900 Weedles. But yeah, I kind of yeah, I think I'm more okay with it than I was thinking the other day. But yeah, I basically I'm just curious as to how long this whole process is going to take, because we're already like 220 hours in. The timer has only been going for as long as I've been streaming, so we've streamed 32 hours out of, what did I just say, 220 hours of the shiny grind. But yeah, I'm just hoping to get past this route. Just to see a different encounter table. I'm tired of staring at 5,000 Caterpies. But yeah, yeah, we'll see how the rest of the run goes. I'm also kind of excited because the idea for the run was that I was gonna have level caps, you know, so my Pokemon can't get higher than the next gym leader or whatever. And so I thought that would be kind of an interesting challenge, especially because the majority of our run is just going to be Nidoran and Pikachu, because I assume most trainers aren't going to be level... I assume Blastoise at level 80 is already above the level cap for all the gym leaders. Unless something has drastically changed between the original game and Fire Red. But I honestly haven't played through the end game, I don't think, of Fire Red, so... I played this game like once a long time ago, and I honestly don't remember any of the changes made. Mostly when I've gone to revisit Gen 1, it's been through Pokemon Yellow, which was kind of the whole inspiration for this idea. That's why we're getting Pikachu, and then, you know, because Pikachu loses to Brock, you go and get Nidoran, and so that whole concept is the idea for this run. And that's why we're getting Pikachu in Viridian Forest as opposed to the power plant, because it thematically fits the essence of this run. But yeah, it's pretty tedious so far. It is just a lot of sitting around and waiting for something to happen. So far on this route, we've only got shiny Weedle, which is the more useless of the shinies on this route. Shiny Caterpie eventually becomes Butterfree, and Butterfree has the powder moves, and those will be useful for catching Pokemon, so... I guess I actually don't know, sorry, Beedrill's learn set all that well, so it's theoretically possible that it also gets all the powder moves, and it might have some utility in this run. Let's see. Beedrill, learn, set, Fire Red. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, this thing is fucking worthless. Okay, never mind, yeah. Absolutely garbage, Lauren said. Twin Needle, Rage, Pursue, Pin Missile, Endeavor. Yeah, okay. This thing is gonna be absolutely useless as a, like, offensive mon. Pin Missile has 14 base power? Oh my god. And I know loaded dice doesn't exist in this gen, so yeah. I think that was maybe a way later edition. So yeah. But it is gonna have some utility, specifically for rival, whatever the fuck it's called, rival Nugget Bridge exploit, wherein you can basically get infinite nuggets by losing to the rocket run at the end of Nugget Bridge. So we can just keep, sacking cannon fodder. That's what I named the Weedle, cannon fodder, over and over again. Man, 2 back-to-back Metapods? That's a 5% encounter. But I don't care about Metapod. I want the other 5% encounter in Pikachu. But yeah, I am hoping that something happens this stream. But yeah, it's definitely a different experience, dual streaming. So that's really fun. I'm excited by the prospect of potentially getting new viewers, somebody to chat with. But yeah, right now we're just on the grind. Hey. But yeah, I can't wait to get to the rest of this run. We're just, yeah, stuck in the 1 in 8,096 hell for a while. And it's even worse because Shiny Pikachu is only a 5% encounter rate, so even worse odds. But yeah, surely it will happen tonight, and we'll just get it, and it'll be free. Oh wow, I just looked it up. I thought Butterfree would learn all of the powder moves when it evolved, but it doesn't. It only learns, the only move it learns at level 10 is Confusion. And so it learns Poison Powder at 13, Stun Spore at 14, and Sleep Powder at 15. And the one, yeah. Huh, interesting. Overall, its learn set is pretty garbage too. Psybeam, I guess, and Silver Wind are okay, but really it's not going to be contributing much to battles if we happen to get it. Maybe you can learn decent TMs, but yeah, early game bugs are generally kind of mid. So, is what it is. But yeah, I very much like to see something fun happen. Surely we will get a shiny. It's kind of interesting. Weedle and Caterpie have the same encounter rate, but we've seen 35? Yeah, I could do basic math. 35 more Weedles currently than Caterpies. In my previous stream, they kind of even... Previous streams, they kind of even back out, but yeah, right now Weedle is way ahead. And we keep encountering more of them. But yeah, really I'm just looking for those Pikachus. I also still haven't figured out a more optimal way to do the death counter thing, so I still have to press the button every time. Kind of obnoxious. Oh, we finally ran out of rapid spins. But yeah, a lot of Pokemon's learn sets are pretty garbage in Gen 1. Or, I guess this is technically Gen 3. Yeah. It seems like a lot of my good moves are going to be TM based. And I don't know if this game works like Gen 1 where TMs are one-time use only, or whether I can use them infinitely. But I guess I will find out when I acquire one. Because I didn't do any research before doing this run into the differences between Fire Red and original Pokemon, so, the original gens, so I'm not actually sure outside of knowing that the Sevi Islands exist. I don't really remember all that much about what is even there. But yeah, I kind of excited to get to see what this game offers over original Gen 1, because I actually just don't know at all. Blind playthrough. But unfortunately, we're stuck in the infinite shiny grind because I decided that it would be funny to grind shinies. I actually, yeah. I blame Alpharad entirely for this. He made a video where he did the same thing in Let's Go. But you can manipulate your shiny outs to make them better there. But I vastly prefer this version of Gen 1 to Let's Go, so I figured I'd do the same thing in this version. In the sense that I like this aesthetic better. Like I was saying, I don't really remember much about the gameplay differences. But yeah, I think Pokemon looked a lot better pre 3D sprites. I really like the pixel art aesthetic in general. And that's why I'm kind of glad that like games are bringing it back. I really like, for example, Octopath Traveler. That's, yeah, like a modern game that has the pixel aesthetic. And they're fun games too. I really enjoy them. Both of them were pretty good. I enjoyed most of the stories in Octopath too. I can't remember any of the characters' names, but there was only one out of the 7 that I really found kind of boring. It was like the singer's story. But yeah, other than that, I really enjoyed the game. It was really fun. But yeah, I like that there are modern games that are going with the pixel aesthetic. Or like, there's this, I actually have no idea how popular it is, but there's this game that came out years ago called Cave Story, which is, has the pixel style, but unlike Octopath Traveler, which is a turn-based RPG, it's like a action platformer. Very fun game. Lots of replayability because it's like impossible to know how to get the best ending without a guide, and so yeah, it's really fun. But yeah, if you get the true ending, it's insanely difficult. The final part of the game is literally called Hell, and it lives up to its title. It's probably the most difficult game overall that I've beaten. But I only ever did it once, because holy, there's like a whole final dungeon that requires like pretty precise platforming, and then you get a save point after the first, so like if you get the good ending, there's one final dungeon. And then when you get the actual like best ending, there's like a save point, and then there's 3 bosses, and then you can go back to the save point. And then there's like this very long endgame dungeon that you don't get any healing in. That's extremely, it's got all kinds of bullshit. The first jump is pretty difficult, and yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that's meant to deal a massive amount of damage to you, and so like before you even get to the final boss, yeah, there's all this stuff in your way, and then before you get to the final boss, there's one before that, and I actually find him pretty difficult, and so yeah, and the final boss has 3 phases, and so you can get this life up pot somewhere like about the middle of the game, and so that's really your only lifeline for HP. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Overall, the game's difficulty really isn't that bad until you get to the very, very end game. Because they give you a large enough health pool that you can kind of, you don't have to think that hard about most of the bosses. But yeah, really fun game. Maybe I'll play it on stream sometime. It's a very enjoyable game, and the other thing that's kind of nice about it is it's very short. It's only like 10 hours, if you know what you're doing. And even if you don't, it's, yeah, it wouldn't take you more than a couple of days to beat. And so it's really fun. It's a fun little self-contained story. I really enjoy it. But yeah, all that to say, I have enjoyed the pixel aesthetic being brought back to life, and that game is old now. But yeah, generally I'm a fan of modern games with the pixel art aesthetic. They even the first 6 Final Fantasy games got the pixel remaster, and I was playing that a bit too off stream. So stuff like that, I've really been enjoying. Not to say that I don't like modern graphics or anything. I'm really nostalgic for the pixel era. I played a bit of Expedition 33 the other day, and that game looks amazing. And so yeah, there are definitely cases where the modern graphics can really shine, but yeah, I'm just a big fan of the sort of older aesthetic. And I wish Pokemon would go back to it, honestly. At some point, but I don't think they ever will. I think it'd be really fun, and this will never happen, but Dragon Quest XI basically had 2 different modes, like a 3D mode and then a 2D pixel aesthetic, and so you could play the whole game in either mode, and I thought that was really cool. I wish Pokemon would do something like that, and I know they never will because it would be way too much work to obviously create basically 2 different aesthetics for one game. But I thought that was a really cool idea. But yeah. I kind of wish more games would approach that style. I'm sure there are others that I just have no idea about, but yeah. I'm a big fan. I am sleepy. Oh, another Pikachu finally. It's not a shiny, but you know, maybe it will be the next one. Let's see what we got here. Caterpie. The other problem with my death counter setup is that anytime I click anything in OBS, the death counter thing goes away, and so I have to re-click on it. But yeah, someday I will find a more effective method. But until then, this is what we have to work with. Oh, excuse me. I really am sleepy. But, yeah. Surely we will just find that shiny Pikachu today. And not another shiny Weedle. That would actually be hilarious. If we got trolled into 2 shiny Weedles. I guess at that point I would level 1 up to Peedrill, and then we'd have a way to damage Pikachu. So I guess it would have some utility overall, but probably not a lot. But yeah, that's the other problem. Oh, excuse me. Is if we don't find shiny Caterpie before finding shiny Pikachu, we won't have a way to damage Pikachu at all because the only move that we don't know is Poison Sting, and I don't want to risk poisoning Pikachu and then putting the whole fight on a timer. Yeah. And obviously we can't damage Pikachu with Blastoise because it's level 79 and our moves would OHKO it, but yeah. We will just have to see how it goes. I'll be back in just 1 second. I have to use the bathroom really quick. Give me just 1 second. I'll be back. Alright, we're back. Oh gosh, okay, we gotta ban, add to block, yeah. I hate these guys who, there's just a bunch of websites for bots, and there's all these bots in the chat that spams, excuse me, that spam asking you to go to their website, so I keep having to ban them. It's kind of annoying. I sort of wish Twitch would be proactive about it, but I guess maybe they are, and there's just so many of these websites, you know, you whack one down and then another pops up or something. But yeah, I don't know. The new streamer experience has been kind of strange, I'll be honest. It's like either comments asking you to buy their logos or whatever, or it's, yeah, just actual bots commenting some link to a, you know, risque website where you can buy bots or whatever. And you know, I've never clicked on them because they'll probably download a computer virus onto your computer. I doubt any of them are legitimate. Not that you could have a legitimate bot site anyway. But yeah, it's I don't know. I just find it kind of sad that it's such a prevalent issue. At least, you know, in my experience. I don't know, maybe it would be different for other people, but yeah, I just it's something I've encountered quite a bit. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's mildly annoying, I would say. But, yeah, I don't know. Stream continues on, I guess. It's kind of crazy, here anyway. I guess I don't want to give away exactly where I live. I live in the south. We'll just say that. And the other week it was like 90 degrees. Like about 4 days ago, it was 90 degrees for 3 days. Yeah, like at the beginning of the week it was like 90 degrees, and then all of a sudden it went from 90 degrees to like whatever it is today. It's like 60 degrees. And it's been, you know, cloudy and overcast and rainy, but that's just how it is around here. Yeah, it takes some getting used to, I guess. I came from California where it was like, you know, 75 all day, and then like the lowest it would get was like in the 50s or whatever, but it was pretty temperate for the most part, you know, until summer hits and then it gets really hot. But California is really predictable. It's the weather is about the same year round, but here I can never tell. It's way more volatile. Sometimes it'll rain for like 10 minutes and then it's done. I don't know. It's different for sure. But yeah, I've lived here for a while now, so I guess I should be used to it. But it's just kind of crazy, like the variance on how much it changes from day to day. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it on stream, but I was able to get my AC fixed. It only cost me $12. My stepdad, he knows a bunch about cars, and so yeah, he figured out that all I needed was a $12 relay to make my AC work in my car, and so yeah, I was very happy. It didn't take very long, and he was able to fix it. So yeah, I was very excited to have my AC back. But the funny part to me is that as soon as the AC in my car was working again, it got freezing cold, as I just mentioned, and so it almost didn't matter. It's kind of funny, but yeah, for about 3 days when I was coming back home, yeah, it was just pure suffering because like rolling the windows down helped somewhat, but yeah, it just wasn't very fun. And then when I get home, I don't go like straight to having my dinner or whatever. What I usually do is I go give the dog a walk because, you know, I want to sit down and relax after, you know, a long day, so I get the dog walk out of the way as soon as I get home, and so but it was hot, and so I got out of my hot car onto the into the hot you know, outside, and so by the time I got home I was just covered in sweat, and so the post-work shower felt even better those 3 days. But yeah, luckily now I have the AC fixed, and it's not a million degrees anymore, so thank God. But yeah, I'm just happy that I was able to get some time to stream today. Even if my work kept me pretty late. And honestly, I was feeling pretty tired. I still am coming into the stream, but yeah, I'm feeling all right for now, anyway. But yeah, it'll be good. Stream for like another hour-ish, probably. Yeah, maybe a little less than that. And then, yeah, come back tomorrow and do it again. But yeah, excited at the prospect of victory. I'm also excited for the new route because I already set up all the visuals, and they're just hiding in the background. They already exist in OBS, but you guys just can't see them because I have them hidden from you. And so, well, I can't see them either. They're hidden to both of us, but yeah, I have it all set up already, so when we hunt Shiny Nidoran, I've already got it set up, but the cool thing is that when we do the Nidoran hunt, we can have the actual numbers, like totally, because I'll have thought of the death counter idea from the beginning. This death counter is only like the last 8 or so hours of the grind, and so it's not entirely indicative of like the whole run. We've had way more encounters than this, and I had way more encounters than this off stream, so I have no idea what the actual number of encounters is total. And so, but when we finally get around to hunting Shiny Nidoran, we will know the numbers. So that'll be fun. We can see how many counters it took, whether we were over or under par, so to speak. We can actually see if we got Nidoran in less than 8,000 or more. So yeah, that will be quite fun. Maybe we'll get Nidoran like frame 1, and it'll be really hype moment. So we will see. Overall, yeah, I'm just excited for the run to go somewhere. Oh, Pikachu! It's always a good sign. But yeah, I'm just excited to keep the whole thing going. But yeah, just said that. Yeah, I just want to get to the next route. Want to get to further in the run. So yeah, hopefully we get somewhere today. I feel like I say that every time and then nothing happens, so maybe I'm cursing it. But yeah, I would very much like to get to the next section so that I have a more accurate representation of the actual numbers. And then we can see the actually how long the whole grind takes for signing Nidoran. We have an estimate of how long it takes from this, but we don't. Yeah. We don't have the exact numbers, whereas we would have just like an actual timer to tell us how long it took and then how many encounters, and so that all sounds fun. I wanna actually get to that point, but first we have to get the 1 in 160,000, and that could take months. In fact, it probably will take months, especially at the kind of slow pace I'm going of like a couple hours a day. But yeah. I don't know why today I feel a little bit more energized to actually do it, which is crazy because I'm pretty tired. I was thinking about streaming Slay the Spire tonight, but yeah, I wanted to get some grinding in, just see if we can get anywhere. But yeah, it seems like overall we are just gonna have to grind it out for a while. And I wish I knew how long a while was, but it's just random chance, so we're just at the roulette table gambling. Except without losing money, so that's the key part. I'm just slowly wasting my life away. That's much less important. But it's for the content, so surely it still has some meaning. But yeah, Nidoran will definitely be a pretty valuable addition to the team, and so will Pikachu, but yeah, they're basically going to be the core, because obviously it would be pretty lame to just use our level 79 Blastoise to get through the whole run. So it's gonna get benched for most of the run. Maybe just for the E4 we'll bring Blastoise back if like their levels are comparable, but I have no idea. I wanna say in the original game the E4 was in like the 48 to 50 range, but it's honestly been so long that I couldn't say definitively. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, I don't know, maybe they made it harder in this game. I doubt it, because it's the Pokemon Company, but you know. Yeah, I just, oh wow, we're getting a whole string of Weedles. On a completely unrelated note to anything going on in this stream, I watched the movie Send Help last night? Yeah, last night. and it was not at all what I was expecting. The trailers made it seem like it was going to be like a gritty sort of horror film with two people trapped on an island. But most of the runtime is like a will they won't they romance that just ends in horror. And so yeah, I don't know. It was a weird movie. I feel like it was one of those movies that could only take itself seriously for like 10 minutes. And then it just devolved into whatever was funniest at the time. And so I don't know how to feel about it. Was it good? I don't know. It was enjoyable in like a funny way. But yeah, I don't know. It had some horror elements to it, like characters died, there was some murder, there's, yeah, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a kind of a weird movie. Half of it is this kind of sappy rom-com between like two characters that wouldn't otherwise like each other, but they're trapped on an island together, so they're forced to. And then, the rest of the movie is them trying to kill each other. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a weird one. I guess in the sense that it's like pretty funny, I would recommend it. But like, I don't know if it's intended to be funny, or if I've just got a strange sense of humor. But yeah, kind of a strange movie overall. But yeah, I don't know. Wasn't quite sure how to feel about it. It's a very watchable film. I just, yeah, can't really say whether I found it. It was, yeah, funny in a weird way. I feel like I'm not making any sense. But it's just kind of a strange movie, so maybe it's kind of difficult to describe. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something that popped into my head. But yeah, hopefully something happens. The other kind of thing that I haven't thought about too much is whether it would be good to like mute the audio of the game and play other music so that you wouldn't constantly be hearing the same. Oops, I hit rabbit spin on Pikachu. Don't static rock. Okay, cool. So that the viewer isn't constantly hearing the same theme from Viridian Forest. I don't know if that would be... Ooh, another Pikachu. Maybe that would be some way to improve the stream. But yeah, I hadn't really given it much thought. I don't mind constantly hearing the Viridian Forest theme, but other people might. So, I don't know. I have no feedback from anybody. But now that I'm on YouTube, YouTubers can type comments, and so if they decide that I'm annoying or whatever, or the content is shit, they can let me know. Although I don't think I've had a single YouTube viewer this entire time, so who knows. But maybe it's like Twitch and our VODs will get the views as opposed to live viewers. So I guess I will see. But yeah, I would like some feedback. I just have no idea how to actually receive it from people because, yeah, I don't have that many viewers when I'm live anyway. This also could be a me problem, in that I only stream for like a few hours generally, and so yeah. And my schedule is kind of determined by my work, which is kind of problematic because it's not consistent. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, surely something will happen. Surely we've had enough encounters where something interesting will happen. Surely. Or maybe we'll just encounter our 928th caterpillar. And it won't be shiny. And that'll happen for like half an hour until I end stream or whatever. Another Weedle! Never would have guessed. I honestly underestimated how long this of a grind this would be. I definitely didn't think at the beginning of this that it would take. We've been in Viridian Forest. 220 minus 60 is 200 minus 40, which is 160. I didn't think we'd be in Viridian Forest for over 160 hours. But yeah. I guess that's my bad. Because yeah, the timer is only how long I've been streaming the run, but yeah, we have an absolute huge amount of time off stream before we started this run. Before we started streaming, I mean. But yeah. It's kind of crazy. I also don't know if like, yeah, we're anywhere near 8,000 Pikachus. Obviously, we've only recorded 145-ish, but this is, yeah, like I was saying earlier, this is only for maybe 8 hours of the 33, and so it's kind of hard to know how many we've had overall. And then yeah, all the grinding we've done off screen. Oh, we've ran out of rabbits. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. In the sense that we've committed a shit ton of time and gotten basically nothing as a result. Other than a level 79 Blastoise. Which, yeah, is the other crazy part. That we've committed enough time in Viridian Forest to get Blastoise up to almost level 80. I'm kind of concerned that we'll get level 100 Blastoise before leaving Viridian Forest. And I really don't want that reality. Because, it takes so long for him to level up, excuse me, as it is. But yeah, definitely on the grind. But yeah, I can't wait for this run to go somewhere. But yeah. Oh, I think I forgot to click for that. It's pretty obvious the disparity between like Pikachu's and Caterpies right now. For example, like it's almost 10 times. I know it's not quite 10 times more Caterpies to Pikachu's, but yeah. We're seeing so little Pikachu's in comparison on this route because of the whole 5% encounter thing. That, yeah. It's obviously going to take forever to find a shiny this way. But that's the glory of it. It'll be so satisfying when we actually do it. But yeah, I'm hoping that it will happen sometime soon. I'm sorry, I really am yawning a lot. I have to get up pretty early for work, and then I work 10 hours. I had a couple of beers, which probably didn't help. But yeah. Overall feeling pretty good about the run. I don't really know, that's kind of the other problem, is I don't know what more I can add to make this run more interesting. Because like, it's just gambling on probabilities until we actually hit the thing. And so, yeah, I don't know. I tried a stream where I played 2 games at the same time, so I was playing this and Slay the Spire, and that was probably pretty entertaining, but it really bothered my hands, so I probably shouldn't repeat it. Also, we couldn't do the death counter if we were playing 2 games at the same time, because I wouldn't be able to see the numbers very well. And then, yeah, I would have to click on the death counter and on the game, and yeah, it would probably not be that feasible. But, yeah, I don't know. just hoping that we get somewhere. Also, to my knowledge, they still haven't integrated this game into Pokemon Home, so I can't transfer any of my shinies to champions, which I think would be fun. Because I play a decent amount of, well, yeah. I did when it first released anyway, play a decent amount of champions. I know I've mentioned this before, but I'm not a huge fan of the format currently. It feels too restrictive to me. They got rid of a lot of the good competitive items. And I'd really like them back. Like I understand that it's supposed to be a lower power format, but yeah, I just not a fan of not having the items. That being said, I have been watching a bunch of Champions content between Aaron Cybertron Zhang and James Bake and some Wolfie. So, while I find the content pretty interesting and the different teams they present really fun, I don't actually find playing champions all that fun. Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of watching the content currently. But I feel like when we get into that's the other thing, I like the higher power formats where you get all the legendaries and stuff. And so, yeah. Maybe when all that kind of stuff comes back, I'll get more into it. But, I was thinking about the trailer, and they showed, I can't remember who it was. It was a Mega Pokemon versus, like, Terra Water Dondozo or whatever. And, I just realized we don't have all the generational gimmicks. You can only Mega Evolve right now. And so, yeah, they didn't even, like, live up to the promotional material yet. Also, Dondozo just isn't in the game, so I think that's kind of funny that their trailer had a mechanic and a Pokemon that just doesn't exist in the game currently. But yeah, obviously both are going to be added in the future. I think this format ends in like a month or so. Maybe it already ended because it's a new month. I don't know. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. Report back to you guys. But yeah. I'm just trying to get this shiny Pikachu. That's the other thing, they didn't include either of the Raichu's Megas in the game, so that would potentially be a good use case for my shiny Pikachu. Is in Champions anyway, is either of the Mega Raichus. Yeah, I'm assuming the special attack one will probably be the better of the two, but I'm like 90% sure that Pikachu gets Fake Out, so there might be a niche for the physical Pikachu. Excuse me. I would imagine that the meta is just going to be to run Fake Out on special Pikachu, and then, you know, whatever, it does less damage or whatever. But it really depends on Raichu's ability. Because Pikachu's ability is Lightning Rod, which is pretty good. It basically, all lightning attacks are absorbed by Pikachu, and then you get a special attack boost. And so that's like pretty good. But yeah, I don't know if the Mega form will have that, or if they're gonna make Raichu like a kind of mini Miraidon and give it like Electro Surge or whatever, sorry, Electro Train. But yeah, that'll be kind of interesting to see how that will all work. But yeah, I'm excited for more Megas to enter the game, for higher level Pokemon. For all the items to come back. So I'm excited for like the future of champions, but I'm not excited for like current champions. Yeah. I think the game more or less functions well. I know some people were complaining about like the 30 FPS. I personally don't care all that much, because the animations honestly look cool enough that I don't really mind. But new Eruption looks really cool. New Draco Meteor looks really cool. They spent a lot of time on the animations, it seems like. Oh yeah, and they finally got rid of all the bugs from the original patch. Unnerve, which is an ability that prevents your opponent from eating berries, just didn't work correctly on the release of the game, and so for whatever reason, certain Pokemon like Senesha would just eat their berries anyway. And so yeah, they finally got around to fixing that. Which, whatever, yeah, a new game, like, sure, we should probably expect better from the billion-dollar company, but, you know, whatever, a game releasing with some bugs, kind of par for the course in the modern age, unfortunately, and so, yeah, I don't know, I guess, yeah, what I'm saying is that, yeah, I, really am excited, for the future potential of champions, but I really don't care all that much to play it right now. But yeah, I got to like Ultra Ball tier and then stopped playing. Sorry, Great Ball tier. I don't think I ever quite made it to Ultra Ball. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it will be more fun when there's a more diverse meta. Right, that's the other problem, is right now the meta is really boring. It's just like, pick your weather or pick Mega Floette. Pick your weather or pick your Mega and build a whole team around them. And it's like, alright, sure. And so you get, I don't know, you get a lot of the same teams. And the other problem is that because most of the good items are not in the game, almost every team is running the same items, obviously. And so, like, every team has Focus Sash, every team has Citrus Berry, every team has, like, some kind of, make damage slightly less damaging, berry. Yeah, I guess you would call it a damage reduction berry or whatever. Almost every team is running some Pokemon with White Herb, and it's just like, okay, well, we've created the most boring meta of all time. At least I think so. But that's why I like watching Aaron and James, because they go over sort of unconventional teams, and that makes it really fun. Yeah, because, yeah. It's really boring when you see, like, your 100th Charizard Y or whatever, you know, team. They all play about the same, and, yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty hopeful for the future of Champions. It's got a decent enough start that I feel like it'll probably be something I will come back to in the future. But yeah. I haven't, after I got to Great Ball tier, I really haven't played too much of it. But yeah, I've still been enjoying the content regardless. But yeah, overall, I probably, oh, I ran out of bubble. Okay, so we only have Hydro Pump, yeah. Probably won't be going back to Champions until, yeah, we get some more items and some more Pokemon. Another, man, we're almost at 1,000 wheels. I'm gonna have to make the text smaller when it changes over to a fourth number, a fourth digit. But yeah, are we out of moves? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go heal. But yeah, you can see Cannon Fodder here. He's also shining. Yeah. It's already my bedtime. We'll stream for a little bit longer. I can lose like 20 minutes of sleep. Oh, the death counter is makes it so you can't see the location text. Lol. Another Caterpie, who would have guessed? Oh, the ducks are out by my house. Nice. There's my house overlooks a pond, and there are a bunch of ducks by the pond. They're pretty cute. Ducks are, yeah, pretty, vocal. Always quacking away. It's kinda cute, though. I wonder if you can own a pet duck. maybe. Oh, yeah. Viewer just entered chat. At our second Twitch viewer. Nice. But yeah. Overall, just trying to get this Pikachu. Maybe we'll end on the next Pikachu. It's almost time for me to go to bed anyway. But yeah. Yeah. Just hoping to get lucky. But unfortunately, the chances are in our favor. By a long shot. Because Pikachu is 1 in 160,000 to be shiny. Well, 1 in 160,000 to be a Pikachu and shiny. But, yeah, those are the odds we're working against. And so in 150 hours, we haven't conquered those odds yet. But we're gonna try. Alright. Excuse me. Our millionth Caterpie. So sleepy. But yeah, just on the grind. Another Caterpie. Surprisingly, yeah, we haven't, we encountered the shiny Weedle about 60 hours in, but, no shiny Caterpie so far. But of course the real prize is shiny Pikachu. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. It was a long day today. My job is pretty physically demanding. But yeah. Overall, it wasn't too bad of a day, other than having to work a couple hours of overtime. But yeah, I guess whatever, it's good for the wallet. That's what all my coworkers tell me. It doesn't seem to make me feel any better about having to work overtime. I don't know. Some of them seem to like it. It's kind of a weird dynamic. Most of my coworkers are older than me by a significant margin, so yeah. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just, yeah, kind of a fact. And so, yeah, I don't know. They all seem to like overtime for whatever reason. But I don't. I would rather be home or streaming or something. But yeah, yeah, we're definitely gonna end on the next Pikachu. I just, I haven't seen one yet. A Weedle? How unexpected. Another Caterpillar. As I fall asleep. Maybe I should have played some Slay the Spire, but it kept me awake. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. The final Pikachu of the stream. Because we are going to end here. Alright, well, it was fun. I am going to get some sleep. I had a pretty long day. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Hopefully, if I don't have overtime, 4. Otherwise, I'll be back at the same time I was today, around 6. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the stream.